guys, welcome to Late Night Shyamalan.
Oh, the latest at Night Shyamalan podcast. Right.
Recorded at 11 a.m. in the morning.
11:06 a.m. please.
Yeah, 11:06 p.m. in the morning.
A.m.
A.m.
Sure is. I'm Aiden.
Yeah,
You're Osh Kappa.
Yeah, Osh Kappa.
You can't use your real name.
Yeah,
This
this must remain anonymous. We're a chivaled cultist of people who cannot reveal our identities.
Surely we've all revealed our name on the internet at some point.
We probably have. But you know what? That's besides the point, because we haven't yet revealed it on this podcast, okay? So I'm not going to call you Aiden, and you're not going to call me Jacob, you understand?
Alright, and we're not going to call him Alex either.
Yeah, we're not going to call Alex.
Don't worry, I won't call you Alex.
Okay, thank you.
Very
Aiden.
good.
Alright, so
last week
we talked about... What did we talk about?
We talked about...
This is the 6th episode.
Oh, yeah. The 11th episode.
No, it's not.
We talked about, different theories of the life, the universe, and everything. We talked about, I believe we might have touched on a game coming out called Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah.
Which
has there been any more news about it, or is it still just a game that's probably coming out?
No, not at all.
Between 7 days since we've last done anything.
No
we'll
news
do an
as far as I'm
special.
aware, but from what I do know, it should be coming out sometime this year. Which honestly,
yeah, but it's going to be like $100 though.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm willing to fork out $100 for that
I have
game.
to do that every time I run a Nintendo game.
No, Nintendo games are like $60, aren't they?
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're $60 in America.
The Nintendo exclusive games are the ones that are the most expensive. Like Skyrim is not one of the only Nintendo exclusive not Nintendo exclusive games that is as expensive as a Nintendo exclusive.
Because Bethesda doesn't.
I mean, it's worth it. Bethesda is like, it is. It's really good on the Switch.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
I don't know. It just feels like. Did you guys ever have a Nintendo DS?
No, I was deprived of video games as a child. All I got was Pop Tropica and Club Penguin.
What about Pandanda?
What's Pandanda?
It was like Club Penguin, but it had better graphics, and it was with pandas. And instead of getting those little, what were they called? Those little like dragon things?
Little Jack.
No, what were they called? You know the things you get in Club Penguin. They're like
Puffles.
Puffles, yeah, Puffles. Instead of getting Puffles, you got like pet fish and dogs and cats and dragons and stuff like that. I think the dragons are the rarest things.
Dragons in Club Penguin.
You could get dragons in Pandanda though.
Oh, I haven't heard of Pandanda. What is this?
Why? Literally, I've just been talking about it.
Yeah. Well, look. Okay.
All right. So it's Valentine's Day soon.
Oh yeah.
Who's your guy's Valentine?
In 5 days' time.
I'm planning to message Welly Teens Connect.
Yes.
If they want to be my Valentines.
Well, they're doing a Valentine's Day surprise. We don't know what it is yet. I'm so excited.
Same here.
If you guys
honestly
don't know, Welly Teens Connect is an Instagram account attempting to connect teens across Wellington and organise events, which sounds good in theory.
Yeah, it sounds really good in theory. Like, I heard
oh my
it and
god,
I was like, oh, that's cool of them. But no, it's just, its
history is shrouded in mystery. It's like used to be a drama account.
Oh yeah, and so they were getting like fucking death threats and stuff.
God, yeah, it's getting interesting. And then no one came to the shared lunch, I think. Or it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And
we were talking earlier and you said that you actually like messaged them asking if they'd reveal their identities.
Well, the thing is, a big concern is that we don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So there's potential that they're creepy, which I personally don't think is true. I think think it's a year 9
Yeah, like a year
Who-
9 or 10.
who has just, got to high
They've
school.
fallen down on their luck.
No,
They're looking
they-
for somebody for Valentine's Day.
no, but they've
That's
gotten
me.
to high school and realized it's not like what they thought it would be, and they also don't have any friends, and they're trying desperately to keep their dream alive.
I think that is the biggest problem with the transition between high school and like intermediate school. Because all throughout primary and intermediate school, what are you taught above all else? The fact that you are special and that everybody is unique in their own way,
I
and
don't
that
think that's...
everybody has like their own little. Were you never taught that?
Well, no,
Did
but
nobody?
Well,
Did
I
nobody
didn't
even tell you,
believe
Aiden?
it.
we
Did
were...
nobody even tell you, Aiden?
no.
Oh, you're unique. You're special.
When I was in primary,
phrased
this
like that.
lady came in, and she sung a song about individuality, and it was very weird. And then at the end, she told us that she should come to her live performance at like Queensgate Mall, and I
Oh,
know,
that's
I
kind of. Ooh.
Wait,
Anyway, so this, but basically, this whole mentality about little kids getting raised to believe that they are, everybody has their own quirk, that they're all, they're all individual people and nobody's the same and stuff like that, means that when you finally get the transition between year 8 and year 9, where they go to, like, especially, I don't know about the other schools, but especially Wellington High School,
Yeah.
is you
Just
end up with
revealed
year
our high school
9.
there.
You just said Welly Teens Connect.
Yeah, well, that
And
means
talked
we're in
about
Wellington.
Wellington High School.
It doesn't. It's not just Wellington High
Actually,
School.
what school do you
Anyway,
reckon
anyway.
that the people who run Welly Teens Connect go to?
Oh,
Like high,
we can
low,
only,
like,
we can only
time.
guess. We can
I mean, it
only
feels
speculate.
it's kind of a thing that a high school student would do.
Yeah, it definitely seems like something more someone from high would do rather than college.
Well, we'll just
Can
have to.
I finish my spiel because
yeah.
I
Sure,
this is
continue your spiel.
anyway. But between the transition between year 8 and year 9, you end up with year 9s who are like obsessed with the fact that they are, they're all quirky and unique. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
have their own special
Oh god, yeah.
Ah.
talent. I mean, that was me. That was literally me.
It's just they. The thing that year 9s do mostly that makes them stand out is they are constantly trying to impress their peers,
Yeah.
which it's really noticeable, and it
And
kind
they're
of stops
constantly
in year
trying
10.
to like develop their own place in the school, and as a result, they just end up annoying everybody else.
Hang on a second, guys.
No, but my favourite things with the year 9s are those who try to act really tough to, like, impress, I guess, either the students
No,
in
the
their
pocket.
year or the older years. Like, I remember last year, they're like year 10s now, but there were some year 9s who would just, like, aggressively ride around on their scooter, and, like, they were just very inconsiderate. And mark my words, those people, I later saw them doing like Fortnite dances in the foyer, and
Hell yeah.
yeah, that's how I realised they
What
are
the hell?
actually pretty cool people.
How do I fish?
What?
Sorry, I'm just playing Pandanda.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, I figured out how to fish.
But,
Man, this game, honestly, it was so good.
Speaking
you,
of
Alex. Very
AirPods that you mentioned,
wait, what? No.
Greg,
Wait,
Um,
okay.
it kind of freaks me out how we had a break for summer and then came back and suddenly AirPods are a thing that you actually see in public.
Oh yeah, those.
Don't understand how it happened.
Yeah, just kids of all younger years, they just have earpods in. And the thing is with earpods, right? Like, I
Yep.
don't understand why you'd have them. Like, normal
I caught a fish.
earphones, they are like God saves. Like, it's like you're holding your phone above a balcony, suddenly it slips out of your hands, you drop
I don't
it,
think
but it doesn't, but you don't lose it.
yes,
Because
it does.
wireless
The thing
headphones,
pops
they-
out of the. How strong are the headphones you're using?
I don't know. I'd pay for like I'd pay for like some fucking real secure ones from JB Hi-Fi, and they did the
Greg.
trick. Let me tell you.
The downside of those earphones is the fact that you can, in fact, be caught around a door handle and get them ripped out of your ears. That's one of the most shocking experiences. Guys, I've just got Old Muddy from. I've just accepted a quest from a local fisherman. Whoa!
You're playing this game Alex, and honestly, it sounds like you're just in pure amazement.
I am. I used to play this game so often until it got banned from the school computers.
Why did they ban it from the school computers?
I don't know.
It's like how they banned Pop Tropica.
I never had Pop Tropica banned.
Pop
That was the
Tropica
one game you could
was educational,
Yeah.
and we didn't know it.
play. Hey, what games did you guys play in? Like, what Flash games and stuff?
I just
did you guys-
remembered one that I played. Fucking, have you heard of Platform Racers 3?
Yes.
Oh, I played that all the
Hang on.
time. And it was like...
I've heard that name before. Platform Racers 3.
Yeah, it's like... It's just you and a bunch of other people, and you're just running through courses, getting like...
Oh, no. That's not the thing that I thought it would be.
I was
Not the thing that
playing.
thought.
I just played the classics like Gravity Guy and Tank Trouble.
Oh, yeah, Tank Trouble.
Um,
Yeah, you know how you could make your own mazes in Tank Trouble?
yeah.
Well, I used to like make mazes on the computers, and then one time this guy Cameron came up to me and he was like, "Whoa, how are you making your own mazes?" And I lied and told him that I was the official maze designer for Tank Trouble, and that I was hired by the company to produce all of the mazes. And then every single time he was playing Tank Trouble, I would come over and go, "Ah, yes, I remember this building one. I remember building this one well."
Classic.
And then he brought his dad into school. And his dad was like, "Hey, so Cameron was telling me you're a designer for mazes in
Tank
fucking
Trouble.
Tank Trouble." This guy clearly,
Oh, God.
he must have known that it was like a lie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
I lied a lot.
I think his dad just wanted to, like, save his son the embarrassment of being a fucking idiot. But that's
Yeah.
just me.
I've just caught so much fish and sold it all for $63.
Damn, $63.
Speaking of games, we've all been playing a new game
Have we?
that everyone,
Apex.
Oh,
everyone
yeah,
Apex.
else,
playing Apex Legends.
yeah, which
I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
we all started yesterday.
You
Yeah.
all started. I thought I was the only one who started.
No,
it.
I
I started
started
a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, it's a recent thing, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've killed one person.
I've killed like
so-
15, and honestly, it's for a free game. I think it might be the Fortnite killer.
That's such a weird thing to say though, because Fortnite isn't going to die, but like
I mean, it
I
might
don't know.
die.
It'll die sometime. Sometime.
What
Everything's
does-
got to. All warts have to die, Aiden.
Yeah,
at
but
some
it's-
point.
the popularity it's
You must have a
God.
shovel.
won't just
Jim on
go
West.
away overnight.
Yeah, but if you look at it at the moment, it's Twitch viewers are slowly decreasing. So
Yeah. So, but like, what is a Fortnite killer? What defines
What is
that?
Fortnite?
Is
You
it
know,
like what replaces Fortnite in the public perception?
I think it's
Jim.
just sort of replacing it for the #1 Battle Royale game. You know?
Oh yeah, but that might be difficult though.
I don't know. Like at the moment, it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, but Twitch views aren't everything.
I mean, in a lot of ways they are. Like,
Twitch views are everything to
yeah,
me.
like if we're,
But like, Fortnite is the amount of platforms Fortnite is on. Just
It's
alone
ridiculous.
will keep it
Oh
going.
no!
I don't- well,
At number one.
also Apex Legends is like on several platforms, like PlayStation, Xbox. It's on all of them too.
Apex
yeah,
Legends
so-
is in a really fragile place right now, I think, because it's owned by a company who is notorious for ruining games with microtransactions.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Well, no, it's not owned by them. It's published by a company.
I thought it was
yeah.
owned by EA.
No.
It's
Published.
owned by Respawn Entertainment, who has made games like Titanfall, Titanfall 2, and
That's it.
they and
Didn't the Titanfall series was like one of the only games associated with EA that people really, really enjoyed and still
Yeah.
enjoy to this day, correct?
It's like a good game. It's a critically pretty well received game and all that. Also, apparently, Respawn Entertainment is working on a Star Wars game.
Ah,
It's
yes!
not like Battlefront. It's Star
Like a
Wars
proper
Jedi.
Star Wars games, like
Yeah.
the old, what were they called? What was the company that made the old, like the old Republican stuff?
Entertainment.
No, it wasn't LucasArts, it was like, who was it?
Obsidian Entertainment.
Was it Obsidian?
I think so.
Okay, well, is it like those proper,
Yeah,
you know,
like
BioWare?
Return of the Sith.
BioWare was the one who did it.
No, are you talking about like Knights of the Old Republic?
Yeah, that was BioWare.
No, that was Obsidian Entertainment.
I thought it was BioWare.
No, BioWare did
Whoa.
the Old Republic MMO.
Continue.
Which
Oh, okay.
then itself, honestly, it's a pretty good MMO. Like, it's like if you got Star Wars, bit of an MMO game like World of
MMO.
Warcraft,
An MMO.
an MMO, and then threw some Mass Effect in there. It's pretty good.
Just so you know, I don't think anyone's listening right now.
You know what?
That's okay. But I mean, that's why it's being it's going to get taken off of Twitch and
Alright.
put onto YouTube.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Plus, it's like
Okay,
it
sorry.
just sounds a lot better when we record it like this. So it's
A
like
screwdriver and Jim
Yeah.
find 5 iron strings.
Yeah.
Moonstones.
Alrighto. So, Valentine's Day is about who you
Are you,
love.
oh yeah, Valentine's Day.
But
Who's
my question is, who do you hate above all else?
who do I hate? Aiden, this is a podcast of positivity and love. I will not.
I mean,
say-
hate's a strong word.
Yeah,
I'll tell you something related to hate.
thoroughly dislike.
So you know how in 2016 and onwards, there's been like a massive surge of people not liking Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Right.
wonder why.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, it's fair enough, but to me, it gets really annoying when people are constantly like, "You know
Yeah.
who else is an idiot? Donald
Yeah,
Trump."
well, the hate without reason is pretty dumb.
Well,
I find-
even the hate with reason is dumb if it's just like not even.
Well, if they're not talking about it,
Yeah.
the like right things. If they're just saying Orange Man has small hands, it doesn't.
Yeah. What? Also,
What?
what's
Is that an actual argument?
yeah, people are just like, oh yeah, well he's fucking orange and has tiny hands. He shouldn't be president because it's like.
I won't. We should probably skimp away from this subject pretty quickly, but
yeah, we should. But I want to bring up one thing real quick,
yeah.
which was a video I watched, and I think everyone in this call at the moment, we all know what women's suffrage is, right? It's like.
Oh no! Where are you going with this?
Alright, so there was a video I watched of like this right-wing reporter, and what he was doing is he was going around saying, how do you feel that like the Democrats in Congress are pushing to repeal or like pushing to instate. Oh no, it wasn't Democrats, it was the fucking Republicans. How do you feel that the
Yeah.
Republicans are like pushing to reinstate women's suffrage? Like Donald Trump fully endorsed it. He's gone on multiple tangents about how we need women's suffrage. And then
Well, we already have it, don't we?
yeah, but we do. But the thing
Oh, we
is,
do.
the,
Does he know what it is?
Pardon?
Does he know what it is?
Yeah, the reporter does, but what he's doing is he's gone onto a very liberal university campus, and he's asking liberal students what they think.
Oh,
And
yeah.
all of them, since they heard that Donald Trump endorsed it, then they just were like, oh yeah, I think it's absolutely awful. Like, we don't have a women's suffrage for a reason. And honestly, the fact that he wants to reinstate it or instate it is just absolutely awful. And then like the reporter got these students to like sign a petition saying that they shouldn't have
Oh my
women's
God.
suffrage. And then at the end,
I feel like.
Hmm?
I feel like. I mean, they don't. They clearly don't know what it is.
Yeah.
If that's what they're doing, or maybe he just interviewed a lot of people who were against women's suffrage.
no, because
You know who-
he'd be like, "Nah, bro, you
Don't
got
say it.
pranked. Women's suffrage is women's rights," and then they'd just be like, "Oh,
Women's suffrage. I thought it was the women's right to
oh
vote.
yeah, it is women's right to vote." I got two things mixed up. But
well, that is confusing. But do you know who I hate?
who?
Just- Well, first off, I love segways.
Oh yeah, segways.
And
The
second off,
things that took the world by storm in like 2015.
and I hate the entire population of mosquitoes.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Why
that's-
not cicadas? Like
They
I've
literally, but
Uh-uh.
Jacob, mosquitoes literally do nothing for the world
not
except for
like,
give people malaria.
I have an especially hate this for them because they love me. They love my blood because I'm delicious.
right. Yeah.
Yesterday I stepped outside for like 2 minutes and got over 10 bites.
Really?
Because I forgot to put on the stuff and it was evening. And yeah, I get like a bad reaction.
I'm gonna say that was your fault.
No,
You should
I
have-
leave
Oh.
like my
You
window
should have
wide
you should
open
have
during
punched
the.
the mosquitoes out of the way.
That's real unfortunate because I'm able to like leave my window wide open during the evening, have some
Oh, no,
bright
they-
lights on, and I get like no mosquitoes.
They will find me. They know me.
Mm. No, but
They want
legit,
to hurt me.
it's like my body is just exuding noxious gases that are just propelling
Ew.
them away.
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
shut up.
What?
I just thought about like your pores opening on your body and a noxious
Yeah.
gas begins to seep out.
Don't you want to think about my seeping noxious gases,
Oh,
Alex?
I don't.
Right, now, you two have
How long
talked
have we
about who you hate, but let me tell you who I've had a lifelong hatred for.
Who?
Ever since I was a young kid, I used to watch this TV show, and honestly, it gave me nightmares, and that was Mr. Blobby.
Mr.
Do you know
Mr. Blobby, the like horrifying pink and
Yeah.
he's got polka dots all over,
Yeah.
and Booth uses his player model in TTT.
Yeah, it's the most horrific thing ever. And I used to wonder, how the fuck was this made into a children's TV show, right? But want to know how it happened. So, the entire reason it was made is because a bunch of like, like a couple of comedians, right? They're just sitting at a desk, and they're sort of talking about how children's TV characters are just really obnoxious. Like, think about the Teletubbies, and they're honestly just these weird humanoid things that just run around giggling. With like
The Teletubbies.
yeah, the Teletubbies, with like high-pitched children's voices. And so they were like, you know what, let's see if
Let's horrify them instead of please them.
No, what they did is they were like, you know what, let's make the most insufferable character possible. Like, just something that will really piss off any parent that watches it while their child is just happily sitting there watching it. And so they created Mr. Blobby. But what they didn't take into account is that Mr. Blobby actually became incredibly popular with children, because they really do just completely adore a bunch of, like, autistic characters running around squealing. Like, they can watch that for hours. And fucking Mr. Blobby gets, like...
Oh, kids can watch anything for hours.
Yeah. But...
Like, I mean...
yeah,
sorry, Can I interrupt you?
Yeah, you can interrupt me.
I went down to, like, a friend's house in Gisborne, right? They have got, what, three kids, basically, and they've got like a collection of DVDs. Have you ever been to a house that has a small child there?
Yeah, like, I have like some 5-year-old cousins, so...
The collection of DVDs is always like Kung Fu Panda 2.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda is a good movie, though. Like...
Yeah. They've also got like Moana or something, or like the DVDs of the prequel, one of the prequels of Star Wars, but one of them, and it's like it's not in the series, and inside the disc case is the Incredibles video game or something.
Oh, Rise of the Underminer was my jam.
Yeah, and basically they watched Kung Fu Panda 3 there, and they had the whole Kung Fu Panda franchise, but they only wanted to watch number 3. They watched it, they watched the whole thing over the course of a day, and then as soon as it finished, they were like, okay, play it again. And then they turned it on again, and they watched all of Kung Fu Panda 3 again, and then guess what they did after that? They turned it on one more time.
No, how can you watch? Like, I love Jack Black. He's a funny guy, but how can you watch him in Kung Fu Panda 3? Or just
I don't know.
In the same
Kung Fu
amount of time, couldn't you watch the entire Kung Fu Panda trilogy?
They just wanted to watch Kung Fu Panda 3 because it was the newest one.
Is it
Jeez.
like better than the rest in your opinion?
No. I thought it ended like terribly. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't watched it. Like,
I don't think anyone's seen it. Like,
Yeah, only one. It had JJ. No, what was his name? The guy who played J. Jonah Jameson.
in like the original Spider-Man, Amazing
No.
Spider-Man movies.
The Sam Raimi ones. Yeah. What's his name?
I don't
I
know,
can't
but
remember.
he had a really impressive mustache.
I want photos of Spider-Man. That was him anyway.
Mm.
It has him in it. He plays like the main. He also voices Cave Johnson.
Cave Johnson.
He plays the main bad guy.
yeah.
We should talk about a M Night Shyamalan.
Oh yes,
Um,
I'm not like.
Keep
I
it the
feel
podcast.
like it should be a rule that each episode we talk about something related to M Night
I've
Shyamalan.
never seen one of his movies, and I
Neither
don't
have I.
intend to.
But you know what?
Aiden, I mean Oshcap, if we ever do like another movie night for the horror movies, I recommend that we watch Signs because that is genuinely a really great movie.
Alright. Maybe.
All right,
So,
Jacob, have you got any M Night Shyamalan news?
M Night
Land
Shyamalan
about?
news. Well, I can't
News, not
say
Shyamalan.
I do. If I'm being honest, I'm not, and it's quite. I feel ashamed to admit this, but
You're not
I
a big
don't-
fan of M Night Shyamalan.
I don't think. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of M Night Shyamalan, but
What?
also.
Why did you name the podcast after him?
There's video recordings of you naming the podcast.
Yeah.
It's called the first episode of the podcast.
But
You
I
can
I didn't say M Night Shyamalan. You were the one who suggested M Night Shyamalan.
Yeah,
Jacob.
I suggested.
I mean Denmark Greg.
I suggested Late Night Shyamalan, and if I'm being fully honest, that's just
You
what I
didn't-
came up with when
You
Frantic.
didn't realize what you were naming it, right?
Yeah,
You
it
just
was.
you just thought the word Shyamalan.
It was
good.
all one large mistake. Because let's be honest here, Shyamalan is a pretty great word.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can imagine doing a
Hold up,
Shyamalan
lads, I'm gonna be back
on
in
a
a
late
second.
night.
Okay.
I'll be back in a bit.
Alright,
Okay,
so
well,
since
it seems we've lost
Okay.
Alex, but no
Ah.
matter.
so anyway, man, I really hate Alex. Like
Oh
honestly,
yeah, honestly,
his voice just is yeah,
And
yeah.
then he'll like been playing TTT, he'll just barrel kill you, and he's like, "Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
you're the
jeez,
one
he
who-"
thinks he's
Oh.
Yes,
he thinks he's so great.
But-
Oh yes, please.
but anyways, let's talk
All right,
about
I'm
How
back.
to
My
Train Your
grandma
Dragon,
fell down the kitchen sink.
which honestly to me is like a movie that has aged like fine wine or maybe cheese.
What?
How to Train
What is
Your
this movie?
Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon.
You're not? Are you not a fan, Alex?
Not really. I read the books and then I got really freaked out by like the drawings because they were really terrible drawings.
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon, you know, in my opinion, it's one of the better animated film series. And they've recently, I believe, they've released the final movie a wee while back. How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Did you? Sorry. Can I just go back to when you said the How to Train Your Dragon franchise is one of the greatest franchises? I think recently they just released a film called How to Train Your Did you forget what the title was?
No, it's How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World, or How to.
Oh
Train
yeah,
Your
isn't it just exactly the same as the second film?
No. So this one, right, it's been very well received, like a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, 8 out of 10 on IMDb. And it's like, I don't know, people, they are coming to an island to capture the dragon, so they need to run.
Would you say that the Dragon Island is under siege?
Is there a joke here that I'm not
Would
getting?
you say that the island is under fire?
Would you say that it really rots?
would you say that this
Stop.
island, which really rocks, is under siege
I already said
The
that.
only thing that
from
really
a community?
rocks is Ram Ranch. Really rocks.
Alright,
No.
continue, sorry.
Yeah. But anyways, this is probably going to be the last How to Train Your Dragon movie, because even though it's like critically acclaimed, it had a
We've got all
budget
those-
of like 129 million, but only made like 85.5 million in the box office. So,
What, so it was a flop?
yeah, it was a flop. It has like incredibly good reviews, but I think at this point people have had enough of How to Train
Well-
Your Dragons.
That happens a lot with a lot of movies like The Iron Giant and
I don't know why people didn't like the Iron Giant when it first
no,
came
they
out.
they
Oh, no,
liked it.
I
It
didn't
just
like
didn't-
it. Why it was a... Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know. I guess it didn't look very interesting to the audience of that time.
That's probably the fault of like a bad trailer or something.
But that was my movie that I watched over and over again as a wee boy.
The Iron Giant? What other
yeah.
what other movies did you watch over and over again as a wee boy?
I watched Monster House a couple of times.
I was too much of a scaredy cat to watch Monster House. It was terrifying.
It was pretty scary, but I liked it. And
What
I
else?
don't know, Shrek.
For me, it was Atlantis 2.
Oh, Atlantis. I remember that.
Not Atlantis.
Right.
Atlantis 2. Is my voice echoing now?
No.
Okay. Atlantis 2 was the film that I watched over and over again. It was like a collection of stories that weren't really connected, and it was about like technology from Atlantis that people had taken and were using it to do some like bad stuff.
Sounds
first-
very compelling.
Well, it wasn't even technology from Atlantis, it was just like weird stuff going on. It was like the X-Files essentially.
Mm.
Hickory, go away.
Wait, hang on. Can I actually know what? Sorry, you can finish what you're saying. Alex.
There was like 3 stories. The first story was some guy in a... It was like Call of Cthulhu. Some guy in a village which has mist all over it is summoning like a dark octopus god creature to like attack ships and stuff. Then number 2 was like a bunch of coyotes that were made out of dust, and there was like a Native American... Whoa!
What?
Guy who was like channeling them. Sorry, I'm just standing on my chair and it's just collapsed.
Okay.
He was, and then the third one was just like I don't know what the third one is. You can search it up on Google if you want.
I might just do that. But sorry. I also now need to go myself because my voice is getting very parched from all this talking. So,
Well,
You need to.
Yeah.
What? How long have we been streaming for?
We've been streaming for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, we are at 34 minutes now.
What? So it's going to be just a generally quite short episode.
Yeah,
It's
honestly,
not that short.
yeah, it's like it's a sizable length. I'd say this would be like a 45-minute episode, give or take.
Okay.
You sound very uncertain about
Well, I'm just
that.
saying because we haven't really said anything this episode that is like super offensive
reckon
to be cut out.
Like, honestly, we've been pretty well behaved this episode, so you know what?
That is not an invitation, Jacob, to start talking about like some random stuff.
I
Okay,
mean,
because
I wasn't
although
go-
it's funny to see like a little sensitive beep or whatever it is, they can hear it. The 3 people listening can hear it.
Right, and honestly, one of them could be seriously hurt by what I say. Like how last episode I just talked about how Terry was a little bit...
No, Jacob.
No,
No, Jacob.
no, you don't...
I'm gonna have to edit that out.
We have
No,
at least
didn't,
2
we didn't
viewers.
talk about the bad parts. I only
Not
said
I'm
Terry is a
editing that
little...
out.
Okay, fine.
We got 5 viewers now.
We have do we really?
I guess
Well,
people
2
were
of
really
them
interested.
are us.
5 whole viewers. I am proud of us. We're doing well, guys. If we keep
Wait.
this up with our wits and our strength, maybe we'll hit 6 viewers. But honestly, that's a bit of a long shot. But anyways, I do need to get some water, so I'll be back momentarily.
What can we talk about while Jacob's gone?
So I don't know if you have noticed this, but Jacob's been really annoying. Like, I don't really like him, you know.
Yeah, he came over to my house the other day and he just started like wiping his ass with toilet paper. What the hell?
Like, he's super weird, and I
I went to a play with him, right? We went to go watch Much Ado About Nothing at the Pop-Up Globe in Auckland, right? We were at the thing, and he brought his like mum and dad with him as well. We were at the thing, right? It finished. I thought it was really good. Jacob, at the end of the aisle, stands up, and he just starts slapping his hands together like some big Groot. Like, what a creep, honestly. I can't imagine somebody wanting to just...
now I
must
think
have been some sort of intimidation tactic.
I really hate him, genuinely.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill him today.
Yeah, same.
I'm going to execute him in front of everybody live on Twitch.
But
For all of
when
the
he comes
3
back,
people watching us to see.
yeah,
We do have 3 people. I'm just eating a bacon sandwich right now.
Good. Oh, no, don't do that.
Yeah, we can edit a lot of the stuff out, so we can say whatever we want.
Yeah, okay.
I think the Holocaust was genuinely, like, overrated.
Jacinda Ardern will be mail bombed.
Tomorrow. At 5:15 p.m. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Did you just get mail bombed?
Oh, no.
I think we've just witnessed a tragedy live on stream.
Okay, we have a little problem.
I don't know. I don't want to know what it is.
I've just broken my headphones. You may be able to hear me echoing.
Yeah.
I've just destroyed my headphones because I fell off the chair I was standing on. Don't laugh at me. This is my suffering.
Oh no.
Honestly, those headphones were so good. The microphone quality was so much better than this microphone quality. Is it okay?
No.
What is it?
No, the microphone isn't great. But, well, what can you do?
I can go get a different one. I'll be back in a second. Don't worry. I'm coming to your rescue.
Well, it looks like it's just me then. So let me tell you a story, I guess. My name is Anobi Darkness. And I don't know from memory. Hang on. Cut this bit out.
Right, and I'm back.
Alright, cut back in. Hello. Nothing's happened.
Right.
Okay, we got some bad news and some good news.
What happened?
Which one do you want to hear first?
Well, first we need to
The
catch
bad
up.
news.
Grego.
Oh yeah, catch me up.
Yeah, I broke my microphone from falling off the chair.
Oh god damn it. How'd you fall off your damn chair?
Because I was standing on it.
Why were you standing on your fucking chair?
I don't know, it just kind of felt like a good thing to do at the time.
Well, now you... What are you using to talk now?
My microphone.
Okay. What's the good news? Because I'm assuming that's the bad news.
Good news is I've got a bacon sandwich right here.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
With my
better
name on
news. I'm eating a pork rib right now.
Ooh, I'm
What?
vegan. That's disgusting.
Ah.
Shut up. I'm going to turn my mic sensitivity down so that you can pick up every single little thing in my room.
Oh no.
Hold up.
So, is that all that
Okay, how about
happened
now?
while
Can you
I
hear
was
me?
gone? Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Can you hear the ambience of my room?
I guess.
Yeah.
I think this podcast has gone a bit off the rails. Might
What
want to
will I
wrap
gone?
it up.
Wrap it up.
How
Jim.
How long
Right.
have you been going for?
40 minutes.
Yeah, that's a
let's-
good podcast. Like,
Let's do it. Let's do an exit.
Okay.
uh,
My name is
Dun,
Denmark
dun, dun, dun,
Gregson. I'm eating a pork rib, and you have been watching the Late Night Shyamalan
The
podcast.
Late Night Shyamalan podcast.
No.
Hold up. I've got to play the intro. I've got to play the outro music. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Ready? I'm just going to turn it up so you can hear it through my microphone.